What is up, you guys? It's your boy Daddy Goose, and today we have a song suggestion straight out of the Discord with Malevolence. Now, we've actually done Malevolence on the channel, I believe, 2 times for sure, maybe 3 times, but I think it's only twice. I could be completely wrong. Don't fact check me on that one. Or do it anyway and scroll all of my videos. That works too. But either way, we're back with some Malevolence. I'm very, very excited. And with a song called So Help Me God. Holy shit, what a song title. Any title that's named So Help Me God is gonna go off the fucking rails, I would assume. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna be pretty sad. So with that being said, I'm really excited just from the song title alone. So, without further ado, let's get right on in today's reaction. Malevolence, So Help Me God. Jesus Christ, what a song title. That might be the best song title of the year so far. That's a crazy one. Turn that down a bit. What the fuck? That is... Speechless. Holy shit. That is not... I haven't gotten up out of my chair in... I generally couldn't tell you. Over a year's time of reactions have I not gotten in the chair. That's a big deal. That caught me so far out of left field. It's not even funny. Let me put these back on. I was about to pause and talk about... This is what I was about to talk about first. I was going to pause it and be like, you know, the vocals just aren't... They're good, but they're not quite my style. I'm not like a big fan of like the thrashy, like quick pace stuff. Only a few bands, in my opinion, do it very well, and then I like it. But I'd say more than not, I'm not a fan of that style. But then this fucking chorus came in and it fucking banged and completely caught me off guard and sounded so good. And now I'm just hyped beyond belief. I was not ready for that at all. I now have to back up. That sounded so good. The other thing that kind of reminds me of, maybe of more proper constructed version of Throne, if that makes sense. Once again, Throne, that's a band that does like a quick style, but the way they do it, I just love it so much. So they're a rare band that does that style very well. But now I'm going to start thinking about this differently, because now, I've said this before, even if the vocals aren't your favorite, if you know there's a part that calms it back down, it emphasizes the start, which actually turns it from being bad into being really good. So that's very interesting. So I'm going to back it up before that chorus part hit, and let's re-get the vibe there and re-experience that for a second time. That I was ready to check this one off the list, and then it absolutely took me for a loophole. I cannot believe I just stood up in a video. It's been that long. That was fucking crazy. Well, let's back it up, and let's do that again.
All the time spent never knowing anything about the man who bears my name. His loss will be my gain. I'll shatter the face in the frame. So help me God. With a gunshot point blank back of the head. Will it remove the bitter taste of resent? For the old dying man, we're not to call a friend. There'll be no flowers on his grave at the end. When we face to face, there won't be no forgiveness. I won't hear nor cries of fucking dread in my eyes. So help me God.
This is great. Oh my goodness, what a turnaround. This is awesome. Yeah, this is fellas. We're here. I mean, we did it. We're here. This is fucking, I don't even know what to say. I've lost the words. Double pause just in case of copyrights, I guess. More so, I'm just so hype. I need a second to gather my brain pieces back together so I can continue listening to this song at a coherent level. The screams are now epic. I kind of said they weren't my vibe, but like I said, so if it was that the whole time, I would probably continue not to like the vocals. But now that there's this range and there's this chorus, it re-brings back the harshes. Now, I don't know if you guys agree with me or you guys think I'm just, bullshitting you about the vocal thing. But I do believe it just depends on how you mix the song, can turn bad vocals into good vocals. Obviously, if you're taking the vocals for vocals, this guy's a great singer. I'm not saying he's a bad singer at all. It's just not my style. But then when you mix it the way they've done it, it's back to being so good. And I'm being serious. I didn't like it at the start, but now it's all coming together, and I really like it. Let's keep going. If there's a breakdown in here, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully stay alive, because I might flatline. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might flatline if it hits us with something crazy. But this is so good, and the lyrics, so help me God, it's literally and figuratively, this bangs. This straight bangs. No. I mean, what do we even do now? What do we even talk about now? That was the craziest shit. That was an experience. Oh my god, that took me down an absolute roller coaster of feelings. When I thought there was a breakdown coming, or potential of a breakdown coming after that last pause, what I can tell you, I was not expecting a guitar solo that fit even better than a breakdown, and it was super, I'm going to say it, super refreshing and cool that it actually wasn't a breakdown. Never thought I was going to say that. It was so cool that your brain is so set on a breakdown, and instead we got an electric guitar that just fits so well. It was just so cool. Loved that. It was better than the breakdown. And then they hit us with, like, I'll say, it's kind of like a small mid-tier breakdown. But the pause of the riff into that scream was so sick. Into the slight breakdown. They had both after. That song was crazy. I'm going to say it. That song was crazy. I don't know where to rank this. I don't know if I should put this in the 90s or not. I'm still... I came around to the vocals at the end for the screams. They're still not quite my favorite in the end, but they definitely turned me around. It was still epic. I think it was more the shock value than anything that had me standing up. That's going to be up there. That's one of the better songs we've done this year, for sure. I don't quite know if it's in the 90s. We're going to get a better tone for this when we go to the gym, and maybe we'll up it to the 90s then. But I think right now, I think we're going to give it an 80... I'm going to give it an 89. And the make or break, if it's going to the 90s or not, is how well it performs at the gym. And I'll tell you right now, if it performs well at the gym, I'm going to do it the good and bump it up to a 90. On top of that, though, during that course, I'm going to see if I can edit and mash something together. We'll see if I'm able to do that, because I suck at editing. But there's a couple songs, not a couple songs, there's a couple of video games, old-ass video games, that really came to mind hearing that chorus. I'm talking like old school ATV on the PlayStation. I'm talking... this a cut you guys might not even know. I'm talking Freak style. And low-key, even like WWE creator characters. Like, all really old games for the 2000s gave that vibe. I don't know if I'm going to make I'm probably going to try to make an edit to see if you guys agree or not.
With a gunshot point back of the head, will it remove the bitter taste of resent? For the old dying man, we're not to call a friend. There'll be no flowers on his grave at the end.
But yeah, do you guys agree that that chorus matches those games or not? Maybe I'm off, maybe I'm not. But all I'm saying, if this song was out when those games came out, it would have fit, in my opinion, fucking perfectly. Either way, I can't wait to go to the gym and test this song out, because that was an experience for sure. That caught me so off guard. It's actually hilarious. But with that being said, let's make a cut, and I will see you guys at the gym. Oh my goodness.
Yo, what is up, you guys? We've made it to the gym, and today we're doing some back, and we're going to actually be doing some weighted pull-ups, which I haven't done ever since my gym stopped allowing chalk, because, well, my hands are super sweaty, and right now it's plus fucking 30, and these sweats were a major bad decision. But we're going to try my paper towel trick, which I may have shown in the past, where we use paper towel for sweaty hands, and it's kind of like chalk. I mean, it's not, but it does seem to help. So we're going to try that. But onto the exercise, we're going to be starting with 90 pounds or 2 plate pull-ups. And we're going to do 5 reps, and then we're going to take a plate off and do 5 more, and then take away the last plate and do 5 more. And I kind of thought when we do our pull-ups, we'll do like a close grip for the first 5, and the next 5 go wider, and the next 5 go out all the way. Now I'm pretty nervous because, like I said, I haven't done weighted pull-ups or any sort of pull-ups in a long time. So I'm excited to see if this even works, because there's a real good chance that it might just not. So with that being said, let's put Malevolence So help me God, literally and figuratively, to the test. Okay, first swipe down. Okay. A little wider. Oh my God, those are not helping. This is not the, oh, it's stuck. Those are not it. Dump it. That's it. I was almost betrayed by the towel. It is so hot. And that paper towel, for once, did not work. Now, I don't know if it's because it's, like, there's not much knurling up there, so maybe it just added to the slip. Usually the paper towel works. Dish on the last set, and I almost couldn't because my hands were so sweaty, it was sticking to my hands. It's ridiculously gross in here. Other than that, the set went, in my opinion, the set didn't go that good. I mean, I've done 2 plates for sets of 10. I've done 3 plates for 5s. But because I haven't done it in a long time, you guys all know the saying, don't use it, you lose it, or something like that. And I definitely felt like I've lost some of it. I still got the set done, so I can't be too angry. But overall, pretty good. But let's talk about Malevolence. Oh, that chorus hits, and I immediately feel like a badass. There is no way I was about to fail that set when that chorus hit. Once again, I kind of mentioned it earlier. It just reminds me of vintage video games. Like, almost has like a, that chorus almost had like a vintage 5-finger death punch feel to it. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, I feel like I was ready to go to war. It's just such a cool chorus. It hits so hard. And like I said, when I'm thinking about the old video games as a kid, and as a kid, when you listen to this, you just feel like a superhero, super cool. When I am old enough and I can do cool things, so now it's like I feel like a superhero and I can do the cool things I would have thought was cool as a kid. So that chorus hit so hard. There was no way I was going to fail that set. So I would 100% pass this as a gym song. Would highly, highly recommend you guys put this one to your playlist immediately because this shit fucking bangs. But with that being said, I'm very happy with how the song was. Clearly going to have to start doing weighted pull-ups again because that kind of sucked, but what can you do? Anyways, I will see you guys back at home. My eyes are burning because sweat is going right into them, which is good because I have glasses, so I might as well just finish the job and fully make me blind.
All right, guys, we are back from the gym, and I gotta tell you, no, it has not got any cooler. It is so goddamn hot. When I drove on the way home, I was melting to my chair like I was a grilled cheese sandwich. It's unbearably hot. But with that being said, Malevolence came in clutch, and it almost made me ignore the fact at how hot it was. Really, really good song. I just love that chorus. So that might be chorus of the year so far. I don't know, man. I've mentioned it a bunch in the gym and in the initial reaction, obviously, but that chorus hits something different, and I fucking love it. But I think I've said pretty much everything I want to say. Oh, actually, one more thing I want to say. Sometimes, I feel like I've mentioned this a couple times, but I'll re-mention it again. Sometimes you guys notice in some of my Will It Gym segments, I'm being fairly quiet. Yeah, that's because I am. Thank God I have a sensitive mic. When I can tell that there's someone, my gym shares multiple rooms in multiple buildings, so I know on the other side of the wall there's other people that I know can walk through through the door at any moment, and I get very self conscious about me talking out loud. So yes, I am being quiet at the gym because I'm scared that there's other people listening, and I don't know how to deal with that yet. Sometimes when I know that there's nobody there, I can be louder and it's more enjoyable for me and I'm sure for you guys as well. But yeah, sometimes I'm still very awkward and still very quiet at the gym. Hopefully that doesn't affect the videos too much. And if it does, I'm going to keep doing it anyway. But if you guys made this far into the outro and recap, you know what time it is. Secret outro word of the day, which means I say this word, you comment it down below, and it just goes show me you guys are watching all the way to the end. But secret outro word of the day is going to be keyboard, because I'm looking at it. Comment the word keyboard, and I'll know you're a real one for watching all the way in. But have a good night, everybody, and hey, Daddy Goose out. And, try not to fucking boil over from how hot it is. My God.